That's how bad it's gonna get out here, man. You look at me like I'm crazy, watch when it happens. You're gonna be looking stupid as fuck when it happens too. You got it?
Yeah. This is Job 19:29. Be ye afraid of the sword.
Yeah, be ye afraid of the sword. Alright? I don't know about you, but if somebody pulls out a sword on me, I ain't gonna let that motherfucker whack me with it. That's painful, man. I tells you in the scriptures, you're gonna know the judgment by death and by pain. We're trying to get this through grace and mercy. Alright? We're trying to hearken, we're trying to receive instruction by the hand of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai through the prophets, through the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. We're trying to receive this instruction so that we can have a chance to receive grace and mercy. Okay? So that we have a chance that maybe Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will look upon us and have mercy on us and save us from the things that you people are gonna have to go through, man. And we're gonna be around during those times, but if we're part of the elect, we're not gonna have to go through it the way you people are, man. The Lord's gonna have mercy upon us. Alright? Because why? Because we're following instruction. Because we're rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of our ability. We're rehearsing these things, man. Alright? In the eyes and the ears of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is where we're doing it, man. We're doing this for the Lord. We're not doing this for you people. We don't give a fuck about you people, man. If you don't want to listen, hey man, death to you. As simple as that. Go ahead.
For wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment.
Yeah, wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, man. Can you give me Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5? Wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, man. So that you know that there is a judgment. So that you know that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai reigns in the earth. So that you know that you have a ruler, that you have a king, that you have a God, man. That's looking down upon you, that's watching everything that you do. That's judging everything that you do. Alright? There is a punishment for wickedness. Alright? You heathens are going to be punished for all the wickedness that you've done throughout the earth to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be punished for not listening to the words that the Heavenly Father is trying to speak to you, man. Through His prophets. In fact, you're going to come against us. And you're going to try and kill us. You're going to try and harm us. You're going to defame us. You're going to cast us down. You're going to look upon us shamefully. And the Lord is going to destroy every last one of you for it. And I speak boldly in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai these words, man. Because I know that it's true. Go ahead.
Here's Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger. This is Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar ruled in Babylon. He was an Assyrian. The Assyro, that's why they call it the Assyro-Babylonian captivity. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger. Not only that, what did you have when the northern kingdom got taken down? The Assyrians, Shalmaneser, the Assyrians came and took down the northern kingdom. The so-called white man is the modern day Assyrian. It's talking about Esau, Edom in this time, man. This prophecy. Go ahead.
And the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Yeah, the staff in their hand. Their weapons that they have. Alright? The staff, the sword that they use to rule the world. The sword that they use to rule over you jakes. That's why you're in the ghettos, that's why you're in the hoods getting shot down by the so-called white man. Because he is the Assyrian, he is the rod of his anger. And the staff of his hand is what?
I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
That's right, man. You jakes are going to be tread down like the mire in the streets by who? Esau, Edom, man. Alright? Because at the end of this thing, when Jacob's trouble comes through, and they bring in these United Nations troops, which guess who formed the United Nations? The Rockefellers, man. The Rockefellers put together that United Nations. And they're going to come through and they're going to slaughter you fucking jakes, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and they have a name for the UN troops called the Predators. Because they have over, I believe, like 30,000 cases of rape and pedophilia against them from the other nations.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the thing, hey, man, the Lord has something prepared for the hypocritical nations. He talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're a hypocritical nation, man. You'll tell everybody and their mama that you believe in the Lord. You'll give tithes to the church. You'll crawl on your knees and beg for mercy before Cesare Borgia. But when you hear the actual words of the Bible, you scoff at it, man. You won't actually read the Bible. You won't do the things that's written in the Bible. But you'll say that you believe in the Lord. You'll say that you're saved already. That's not true, man. If you say that you're saved, that means that you're already saved. But you're still in danger here. You could walk across the street and get hit by a drunk driver right now. You're still in danger. You have no surety of life in this society. So you're not saved, man. You are that hypocritical nation. All right? You have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Run that back.
There's Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
The staff in their hand is mine indignation. So what's Yahweh Shem Yahushai going to use you so-called white people for, man? You are the staff in his hand. You are the rod of his indignation. All right? The Lord's going to use Esau, Edom, to teach you jakes by death and by pain, man. Throw you into concentration camps, slaughter you in the streets, rape your women, your children, rape you, all right? Do all types of sick things. At the end of it, nuke the fuck out of you with nuclear missiles. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. He's just using the wicked to do it, man. Esau, Edom ain't doing nothing by his own power. Everything that's going on the earth is all controlled. Can you give me Proverbs 20 and 24, Bible Shah? All right? The hypocritical nation, man. That's what you people are, man. You say that you believe in the Bible, you fucking people, you don't believe in the Bible. Especially these women that say they believe in the Bible. These women do not believe in the Bible. If they believed in if they even read anything that was in the Bible, they'll bug out. Be in subjection under my man. My body's mine. I can do whatever I want with it. If I want to abort a baby, I'll kill that motherfucker. And that's what they do, man. You got these women that have hella abortions, man. You got women that will get impregnated by somebody's best friend and go and abort the baby before a man can find out. That's the wickedness of these women in this society, man. Shameless. Absolutely fucking shameless, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there was even a video of this Negro woman. She was in the abortion clinic. She had green hair and she was twerking, cause she was like, man, fuck your baby, fuck her, talking all kinds of manners. This bitch is fucking bugged the fuck out, and that's the spirit of these women nowadays.
Hey, that's why be you afraid of the sword? That woman better be afraid of the sword because the punishment is coming. All right, the sword is coming for you people, man. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, a sword is coming for you people, man. Judgments are coming. You ain't gonna be able to walk up and down these streets carelessly for much longer. You're gonna have to tiptoe and creep around these streets. Because there might be a young thug looking to rob your can of beans, man. Gonna stab you up for whatever you got. America's about to collapse, man. You so-called white people are the devil and you're going into slavery too. Go ahead.
There's Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yeah, a man's going is of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. How could you understand what you do? You wake up in the morning, you do what you do, but it's not of you. You didn't decide to do that. The Lord sealed the instruction within your mind to do that, man. While you were asleep, he sealed your instructions. While you were asleep, he put it in your mind. You may have thought, hey, I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You wake up, and your day goes totally different than when you thought it was going to be. Because the Lord is the one that guides your hand, all right? Whether it's for good, whether it's for evil, all right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he is the one that's orchestrating everything that's upon the earth, man. Using the heavenly bodies, the wicked angels and the righteous angels. Hey, man, it tells you that Satan walks to and fro throughout the earth, man. Doing Yahweh Shem Yahushua's will. Doing the Most High's will, right? Satan ain't out in the street doing his own will. He's doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man.
certain things that you like to miss.
All right, that's why when you see somebody get stabbed up and die, that was the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that happened, man. And it's because there was a judgment, because there is a punishment for the things that you do. You got something? All right, go back to Isaiah 10 and 5, Bible son. So got it?
Is Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff of it, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Yeah, you're going to be tread down like the mire of the streets, man. All right? He said he gave Esau charge over you to destroy you, man. Everybody that's not in the stronghold. All right? Everybody that's not in the strong tower. Can you give me Proverbs 30 and 5? You could lose that. Give me Proverbs. Start at 4. Start at verse 4. 30 and 4. All right? Because this is the stronghold, man. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. This is where protection is at. All right? This is where you're under the graces of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, where the Lord will look after you and guide you, man. If you're doing the things that are pleasing unto Him. If you're doing this work, coming out on the highways and the byways, man. All right? If you're upholding yourself to a higher standard than these people uphold themselves according to, man. If you, because this is the standard. If you're upholding yourself to the standard of the Bible, man, which we're not perfect, all right? I never said that we were perfect. We don't perfectly uphold ourselves to the standard. It's impossible to do that here, man, because the wicked are ruling the world. What do you want us to do, man? We're surrounded, where it tells you in the scriptures, we're craftily surrounded by wickedness, all right? That there are many snares and nets and traps set up here in Babylon, man, all right, in which you people fall into. But us having eyes to see, we don't fall into these snares and these traps, man. All right? It says in the scriptures, it says, surely in vain is a snare set up in front of the bird. You know what I mean? And you setting up traps right in front of the bird, he's not going to fly into it, man. That's how it is when you understand the truth. You see the wickedness of the so-called white man, the different things that he's got going out here. All right? The devil lurking around, seeking whom he may devour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even the name, Yasharallah, Princess of the Power. So we got to carry ourselves as such. Like Brett said, we can't be perfect, but we got to try our hardest to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Yeah, we got to try our best to rise up and depart out of this madness here, man. Because really, it starts with your mind. You know, it starts with you change yourself, man. All right. And then what? And then you know, you might get a brother. Your camp might grow. You might get fruit. When you change yourself, when you love yourself, then you know how to love other people, man. Then you know how to love your brothers. Which love is not according to the, oh, I love you, man. Let me borrow $50. That's not according to the scriptures. Love is if you see your brother going off, you correct him, man. Correction is love. All right? It says that you shall not suffer sin upon your brother. So if you see something wrong, you're supposed to address it. You're supposed to acknowledge it. But you can't do that if you're not holding yourself to a higher standard, man. How could you train somebody else to uphold themselves according to that standard? You know? And that's why these people are a hypocritical nation. Because they say that they believe in the Lord, but they're not doing anything according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Which this is the roll that you're supposed to eat. This is the body of Yahweh Shai, man. This is the bread, and this is the bread and the drink, the water of life, the wine, man. This is your nutrients. This is what's supposed to sustain you, man. In these times, all right, and in the times to come. So you don't end up looking like a fucking weirdo like these people are, man. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 30 and 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Man, who hath gathered the wind in his fist, bound the waters in a garment. Man, he appointed the sea that it cannot pass its bounds. All right? That means if the Lord, you see the waves when they come upon the beach, they can't go further than where it's instructed them to go. All right? The very operations of the earth obey the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The animals do. The land, the plant life, the sun, the moon, the stars, they obey the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. It tells you that the earth and the sun, the moon, they're afraid of the Lord, man. It said that the hills are going to melt. All right, go ahead.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou canst tell.
Yeah, man, he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. What is his name and what is his son's name if thou canst tell, man? All right? It's only given to certain people. You can tell everybody in the world that, hey, the Lord's name is Yahweh, Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shai, but they're not going to receive it. All right? They're just going to, yeah, that's cool. It's going to go out in one ear and right out the other. But those that are of the elect, they're going to receive it. They're going to understand that, oh man, that's their names. And that's the gift. That's part of the gift, man. The understanding of the truth, the understanding of the Bible is the gift. That's mercy from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because these people, they can't receive it, man. All right? That's why they look at us like we're crazy, because they can't understand it. Because their works are evil. That's why they hate us. They didn't hate us because we're doing something wrong. They hate us because they're doing something wrong, man. Go ahead.
Every word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
Yeah, every word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is pure, man. All right, it's the truth. It's undefiled. It tells you about wisdom that it's undefiled, man, and it cannot enter into any defiled thing. That's why it cannot enter into these polluted minds, man. It cannot enter into the heathen, man, because the heathen it is not given to them to know wisdom and instruction. All right, the covenants, the commandments, they were given to the children of Israel, man. He had not dealt so with any other nation. That's why only Israelites can understand this truth, man. That's why there's Israelite foreigners in the scriptures, man. You trying to tell me that out of all these people, all these people, man, the wicked, it tells you none of the wicked shall understand, even the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. But somebody that looks like a so-called white man, he's just going to somehow understand the truth. Yeah, if you're, man, you have to be carnal as fuck to think that, man. Oh yeah, it's an Edomite. No, it's not. Oh, that's a Moabite. It's a goat. No, it's not, man. It says, can you forbid water to those that received it as well as you? You over here, you got somebody that looks like a Moabite that's understanding the truth, and you're like, oh, you're a goop. This ain't for you. What the fuck are you talking about, man? That's not spiritual. All right. You have to have this. You have to have the spirit to be able to discern spirits. All right. There's people. Oh man, I've met people that look like just Edomites, like dude, looking like Pee Wee Herman, man. But they got that vibe. They got that vibe. Just like, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, he might be a Jake. You know? Run that back.
This Proverbs 30 and 4.
No, start at 5.
That's like Proverbs 30 and 5. Every word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah, man. It said, add thou not unto the word, lest you be reproved and be found a liar, man. That's what's happening with a lot of these other camps that's out here, man. They're being reproved and they're being found liars, man. All right? Can you go jump to Revelation? That goes into the hypocritical nation, man. Obviously, man, you can't respect. It tells you to respect your elders, man. These people, they don't, especially, it says especially those that labor in the faith. Revelation, go to 22, and then let me look at it so I can see. I don't even know if it's in that chapter.
This is Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
Yeah, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still, man. Alright, so these people that are all bugged out, these other camps, yeah, you're supposed to reprove them, you're supposed to rebuke them, but at the end of the day, if they're unjust, they're going to be unjust still, man. They're not going to change. Alright? You have Esau, Edom, which are vessels fitted for wrath, fitted for destruction. But you also have 2/3 of the nation of Israel that are fitted for destruction, that are fitted for wrath, man. Alright, go ahead.
And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still.
Yeah, he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. So if you understand the truth, you're going out on the highways and the byways, continue in that. You know, continue in the things thou hast learned, man. Don't let anything stop you. Alright? No matter what, you've been kicked out of a camp. You might have done something wrong. Something might have happened to you. Alright? Pride may have entered in and the Lord reproves you for it. Hey, don't let any of that stop you, man. Continue, Lord willing, to the end, man. That's the hope, man, that we continue, that we endure all the way to the end and receive salvation from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that we be found to be those elect men, chosen from the foundation of the world to receive mercy, while all these other people are going to be destroyed, man. Everybody that thinks this is a joke, can you hold that and get Proverbs 13 and 13? Everybody that thinks this is a joke, that it's a game, that we're just out here, we're just crazy people out here yelling and shit. All these people are going to be destroyed out here, man. Everybody that comes against us. All right, these cops. All right, you see these cops pass, but you see the way the cops look at us when they pass by. They can't wait to put their hands on us, man. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Yeah, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, man. Everybody that comes against this truth is going to be destroyed, man. With a sword destruction, you're going to be destroyed in a nuclear whirlwind, man. Go ahead.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
He that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded, man. All right, can you go to, I believe it's Hebrews. I think it's 6, and I think it starts at 10. All right? Because if you fear, hey, like Proverbs 1 and 7, it says the beginning of knowledge is the fear of the Lord, man. That's the beginning of knowledge and wisdom and instruction, because when you understand the fear of the Lord, then you know, then you want to get right, man. You want to know how to please the Lord so that he doesn't destroy you, man. Am I right? Yep.
This is Hebrews 6 and 10. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Yeah, minister means to serve. To minister, it means to be a servant. So the Lord, hey, like I said, who feareth the commandment, hey, shall be rewarded. And it said the Lord is not unjust to forget your labor of love that you showed, man, towards the saints, that you minister and that you do minister, man. All right? We are the servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're out here serving the Lord right now. Saturday, coming out here every Saturday, week in and week out, prophesying the destruction of this place, reproving and rebuking you people, man. All right? Jump back to Revelation. Actually, finish. Oh, go ahead and finish that. There's more on that now.
And we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
Yeah, do show the same diligence. Come out here week in and week out. All right? Making your bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to the Lord, which is your reasonable service. All right? Like I said, to minister means to serve. So it's your reasonable service. To to follow the orders that comes down from the apostles and the elders, all right, which is to do 3 videos a week, all right, and that's the service of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. It tells you in the scriptures that the burden is light, man. It's not a hard thing, all right. All we got to do is come out here week in and week out, preach this truth, and the Lord is going to save us from destruction. The Lord is going to save us from the worst time that's coming upon the earth. That there has never been a time like it. And this is all we got to do to receive that salvation. That's a good deal, man. I would suggest that you jump on that, man. Jump on that. That's why when you hear these words, you're supposed to want to come out here, man. You're supposed to want to do this, man. You see your brothers out here standing up for the Lord. You're supposed to stand up for the Lord, man. You're supposed to want to do that too, man. That's the integrity of a man, to serve the Lord. You get Ecclesiastes 12, and it's at the bottom. Hold Revelation. We're gonna go back to Revelation 22. You hold that, and then stay on Isaiah 24 and on Isaiah 10. I don't know if you lost it. That's all right. It's all right. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. That's the integrity of an Israelite man. All right, to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It's at the bottom.
This Ecclesiastes 12, Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For Yahweh, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Yeah, let us hear the conclusion. This is how simple the Bible is. And it talks about the simplicity that's in Yahweh Shai, the simplicity of the scriptures, man. We're going to have to find out how simple this whole thing really is, man. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Go ahead.
Fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Easy. That's it. Fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and keep his commandments. For this is the duty of man. This is what you're put on the earth to do, is to serve the Lord. See, all these other people out here, Esau, Edom, so-called white people, have gone rogue. All right, they're rogue, going all the way back to the serpent, man. Rogue, man. The first liar, Cain, the first murderer. And then just look when Esau came up on the scene, man. He wanted to murder his brother Jacob. He said, "Now are the days of mourning for my father come to pass, where I will kill my brother Jacob," man. That's that same spirit reincarnated, man. That's the same fucking devil. That's the same guy. Look at him. When he was Cain, what did he do? He offered up the fruits of the land, while you had Abel, which was offering up the fat of the lambs. He was giving an acceptable and reasonable sacrifice. Esau Cain just put together whatever. And the Lord said, and it said that the Lord didn't have respect. The Lord didn't have respect unto his sacrifice, man. All right, that's why it says that he's a profane person. He's outside of the temple. He can't get this knowledge. He's cursed from the earth, man. You Edomites are the people of the Lord's curse. All right, and your time of rulership, your time of ruling the world with the sword, it's almost over with, man. All right, the Lord is going to destroy them to destroy the earth. All right, what are we going to? Oh, Revelation?
Start at 11.
Yeah, start at 11.
This is Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life.
Yeah, man, that's what we're coming to right now, is the tree of life, man. All right, understanding these scriptures, man. Yahweh Shai is the way, man. All right, he is the truth. All right, we're coming back to our heritage, man. We're coming back to our lives. All right, we're being quickened, we're being raised from the dead, man. All right, we were once dead in trespasses and in sins, but now are we made alive through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, through the sacrifice that Yahushai, our Lord and Savior, made. All right, and it says, "Behold, He comes quickly to give the reward to everybody that's on the earth." All right, whether it's good or whether it's evil, He's not coming to reward everybody with gifts, man. He's coming to reward the righteous with mercy, and He's coming to reward the wicked with the sword, man. Straight up, fear the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of them, so that you know that there is a judgment.